So allow yourself to get comfortable. Allow yourself this time, this hour, to turn inwards, to really connect with all of you, and to give yourself a little bit of attention and space. Begin by just being aware of where our mind is this morning. Are our thoughts in a steady stream? We're struggling a bit. Then allow yourself to settle into your physical body. Notice what it feels like to have your legs against the mat, your thighs, your bum. Feel that length of the spine as your shoulders are soft. And if you can you feel in your body your breath? Notice points throughout your body, maybe your hips, your belly, your chest, your back, your shoulders, maybe your arms. Maybe you can even feel that rhythm in your wrists as you breathe. And as you settle into your physical body, just noticing places that today maybe you need to just be a bit more wary of. And then allow yourself to notice the energy in your body. Maybe the energy you feel this morning. Maybe just the energy of movement of breath. Take a moment to check in with how you feel today. What's happening with your emotions? And then allow yourself to feel that connect, that grounding sensation with the energy of gravity and the earth. That connection we have with each other. That connection that's there with the universe, with God, with whatever we believe is greater than ourselves. And from that place, just settle and place an intention into your heart on this morning's practice. We will create energy. We will let go of energy and all of that movement and flow. Perhaps we'd like to send the energy of effort towards something we'd like a little bit more of in our lives. And then allow yourself to come back to your breath. And from here, just notice how deeply you're breathing. Again, without any judgment. Be aware of whether your abdomen is involved or not. And then softly start to breathe a little deeper as you draw in. And use your belly to squeeze the air out as you draw the belly in and expel the air out. As you draw the breath in, just count to 4. Let's pause here, holding the breath for 4. And exhale for 4. Pause for 4. Inhale, 4. Pause, 4. Exhale, 4. Pause, 4. Inhale, 4. Pause, 4. Exhale, 4. Pause, 4. Inhale, 4. Pause, 4. Exhale, 4. Pause, 4. Inhale, 4. Pause, 6. Exhale, 8. Pause, 4. So continue on with that breathing pattern, 4, 6, 8, 4. If we are not doing Kapalabhati, for the rest of us, drop your chin, softly open the eyes, leaving your hands on your lap or just extending them up, wrapping the thumb around. Take a deep breath in and out through the exhale, X. Inhale deeply. Exhale all the air out as you release the hands, draw the chin in, pull up through the perineum, draw the navel back and up towards the heart, hold the exhale. So again, we're going to try and hold it here, but if it feels uncomfortable, please breathe in. For those of you doing that breathing exercise, continue 4, 6, 8, 4. When you're ready, everybody inhale. Lift the chin. Exhale. For those doing the Kapalabhati, once more come into position. Inhale. And exhale. Exhale, deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Again, chin lock, draw in. For those of you doing the 3-part breathing exercise, just gently come back to deep breaths. Let go of the 4, 6, 8, 4. For the rest of us, pull up through the perineum, draw the belly in. And lifting up. For those of you who are continuing with the breathing exercise, just sit quietly for a moment, just follow your breath. For the rest of us, last round, inhale, Kapalabhati, and exhale. Deep breath in, release the hands, exhale, chin lock, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Remembering coming out whenever we need to, and then when you're ready, lift up. And exhale, wonderful, breathing, super. From here, lengthen up and fold forward. Okay, so lengthen out through the back, notice what's happening in the hips. Walking over to the right, see can you put your navel down towards your thighs, so you're really lengthening through the left side waist and shortening through the right. And then walking back in the opposite direction. Same idea, lengthen, twist. This time lengthening through the right and shortening through the left. Coming back to center and bringing it up. Let's swap it around. Opposite leg in front, interlace, and find that space. So really breathe in, soften through the shoulders. Stay with your breath. And twist to the right, left hand or right hand behind us, left hand on our knee, looking over the shoulder. And again, can we keep that same length in the spine? Just rotating the muscles around it. From center and to the left. And again, just noticing neck tight, lower back, mid back. What spaces do we need to create a bit more energy in? And then come back to center. Interlace the hands, press them out, curve the belly back, and just really draw back, pressing the shoulders, squeezing the belly back. Then inhale, lifting up. Exhale again, squeeze to draw back. Inhale to lengthen and lift. Releasing the hands down by the side. Breathe here, drop the right ear to the right shoulder and feel that soft lengthening from the left fingertips to the left ear. Come back to center and just change sides. And then come back to center. Lengthen your arms up, rotate your right palm behind you, use your left hand and see about drawing that hand down your back. So work the left hand just to get that space. Opening through the shoulder blade, be mindful of shoulder issues. Be gentle. And then again, just changing it opposite side. Breathing. So you want to open here, you're trying to find a bit of space, but make sure you're not creating any more tension. Excellent. Lengthen and let's fold. Once more, walking over to the right side, and notice with the legs crossed the other way, how does this side feel? Walking back over, lengthen, and see how we're doing on this side. Come back to center and bring it up. Wonderful. And let's come around and just come on to our knees. So we're going to curl our toes under. Okay, so make sure your little toe is involved here. And see if you can sit back on the heels. So trying to get a little bit more weight, stretch out the feet, lengthen up through the body, sinking the weight. So we're more than likely quite forward here. That's okay. Just gradually moving back. And just notice that stretch to the toes, the breath. And then from here, you're going to bring your elbows and your wrists together. Just do circles with your hands. Get a little bit of motion through the wrists. And then the opposite direction. Exhale, and then just do the wave like. And the opposite side. So just our hands and feet, just stretching them out, waking them and bringing them into the practice. Super. Once more, come to circles. Excellent. And then release, coming on to all fours. Spread your fingers, knees under hips, drop your belly down, arch your back to look up. And then exhale to curl and breathe. Press the hands into the earth. Inhale, draw down, lengthen forward. Exhale, curl and breathe. Inhale, drop down, draw forward. And then exhale, let's come to neutral. I'm going to flip your hands around and see, can you bring the back of the hands onto the ground. Okay, so if this is too much for you, bring your hands closer to your knees. Okay, and if we have a little bit more space, you can bring your hands as close to underneath your shoulders as is possible. Okay, so your weight is on your knees, a little bit on your hands, feeling that stretch, and let's gently just peel your hands off the ground. Excellent. Let's do one more of those. If you want, you can do one hand at a time. Breathing, peeling. Just getting a little bit of that energy into the wrists. Excellent. And then coming up, try to have your knees under your hips. Breathe as you extend your right leg out to the right. And again, notice if the right hip is hiked, drop it down, keep it in line, toes pointing forward. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, right hand down your right leg. And as you walk it down, just feel that space through the left waist. Reaching, breathe. Then coming up, hand to the earth. Again, keep that alignment. Float the right hand and see about floating that right leg. So press out through the heel. Create length, create space, energize. Release the arm overhead if we can. And breathe as we come back to neutral. Opposite side. Left leg out. Even out your hips. Both hands up, left hand down. Open up through the sideways. So you're trying to create more space. Imagine you're drawing your breath down to that very bottom of the right lung. Excellent. Coming back. Releasing down. And again, if it's there, float that left leg up. Breathing. And release the left arm if that's there. Opening. And release. Excellent. Bring your hands to the earth. Again, drop down, table pose, open. And exhale. This time, bring it all the way up into your downward facing dog. So feel this inversion. Notice the blood flowing to the brain. Feel that shift. Stay with it. Maybe pedaling it out. Noticing how the hips, the side waist is doing. Inhale, let's come to plank. Holding here nice and strong. Press out through the heels. Focus on the earth. Option to release the knees if this is too much. Right leg lifts. Left leg lifts. Both to the earth, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, coming up. Very soft into your cobra, shoulders back, legs pressing down. Exhale, release. Step your hands off the mat, hold your tennis balls underneath your palms, squeeze back and inhale. Release to soften. Let's do one more here, inhaling. Maybe a bit more space. Exhale. Hands under shoulders, toes curled under. Up and back, downward facing dog. And breathe, just notice how the body is. Get a sense of that flow of breath, of energy as you come forward again to plank. Breathing, finding space, lengthening, holding here. Engaging your core and bringing it awake, bringing it alive. Bring your feet wide, mats width apart. Staying in plank jump, both feet to the right. Come to center and drop both feet to the left. Come back to center, knees, chest and chin. Scoop forward up a little bit more space. Be mindful of the back, just gently opening. And then exhale, open back. Downward facing dog. Softly start to walk your feet all the way forward to the front of the mat. And when you get there, just hang over. Shake your hips no, your head no. Grab opposite elbows. Releasing out, take a big breath in. And out through the mouth with a sigh. Big breath in. And out through the mouth. Bend your knees slightly. Interlace your hands behind your back. Again, be really mindful of shoulders. Open up and release the hands forward. Breathing. Inhale, bend your knees. Float into wide-legged Utkatasana. Drop down through your heels. Stay with your breath. And then bring it all the way up. Samastitihi and Tadasana. Coming to the front of your mat. Closing the eyes. And again, so now, can you feel energy? Can you feel a shift, a change? Can you feel the blood flow in areas of your hands or your wrists? Cleansing, cleaning, flowing, pumping. Wonderful. Come to the front of your mat. Toes touching and ankles together. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer, remembering your intention. Inhale, bend your knees, extend your hands, Utkatasana, nice and low, belly in, weight in the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot back to the back of the mat, staying high lunge, breathe, opening, lengthening. Keep pressing back through your right heel. Stay with the breath, stay present. Exhale, release the right knee down and breathe as you come up, soften. Keep drawing that right hip forward, focusing on where you're lengthening in the spine, opening the back, steady. Exhale, hands in prayer. Let's twist right elbow to the outside of the left knee, rotate as you look up. Keep dropping that left knee forward, spinning through the spine. If you wish to float that right knee again, go for it. Breath is even. Both hands come to the earth. Step it back, plank position, and flow through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, or knees just chin down dog. Breathe. Opening, noticing the hip space. Float your right leg up nice and high, bend your knee and open your knee to the sky. Now really release, do circles with your ankle. Keep the shoulders in line, opposite direction. Extend once more, step it forward in between the hands and pause here to lengthen. So again, even out your hips. Feel like you want to press the heel away of the left foot as you reach in the knee of the right forward. Knee down, lift and soften. Breathe. Open. Expand. Hands in prayer. Let's twist left elbow outside and rotate. So again, staying here if this is comfortable for you. You want to push it, lifting the back knee. Keep dropping through the pelvis. Inhale and exhale, step forward, fold in half. Bend your knees, brush your fingers, Utkatasana. Exhale, back down. Lengthen to look up. Left leg back to the back of the mat. Breathe, soften the knee down, float the hands up and sink. Inhale, hands in prayer. Exhale, step it back, stacking your knees and straightening out the right leg. Even out the hips and fold over that right foot. So pull the thigh bone back. Feel your hamstring come alive. Stay with that steady, even breath. Wonderful. Inhale, plant the foot. This time toe heel the foot over to your left hand and let your right knee rest down beside your right arm. So again, you might need to bring the foot back towards the left hip, that's fine. If you can, we're working towards getting it straight. So to do so, you can walk that left leg back. So if you feel like you're collapsing to the right, pop a book or a block or a pillow underneath your right hip. Even out, lengthen up, open. So feel space through the groin, lengthen through the spine, And then when you're ready, exhale, coming down. Surrendering as low as you can as you open out into your pigeon. Again, where's your breath? Can you find and create more space through your hips? Can you make sure your right foot is flexed to protect the right knee so that the rotation is happening in that right hip socket, not the right knee? Breathe. Inhale. Wonderful. Exhale. Hands back under hips. Curl your left toe under. Press up, step back, plank position. Flow through your vinyasa or just come back into your down dog. And when you come to down dog, really witness the difference between the right hip and the left. When you're ready, float your left leg up. Bend your left knee, open that hip, circles. And the opposite direction. Step it forward in between the hands and your right knee comes down. Breathe as you lift up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. So again, even out the hips to start. Make sure you're starting in the right position. Hip bones both facing forward. Draw back so that your knee is underneath your hip and your right side. Straighten out your left leg. Keep pulling that left thigh bone back as you lengthen the chest forward and come down to whatever depth is there for you today. Now really witness one side to the other. Breathe. Focused. Just letting go to create space. So all we need to do in life is just let go of what we don't need so that we create the space for all that amazing new stuff to come in. Wonderful. Bend your left knee. Toe heel your left foot to the right. Release the shin and the knee. Keep that left foot flexed to protect the left knee. Even out your hips. Walking it back if you want to get a bit more space. Using your support under your left hip if you need. Lengthen and fold. So again, just notice energy that's there. Is it feeling tight? Maybe you can even feel the emotion of irritation or frustration. Maybe it feels juicy and good. With each breath in, you're creating space. With each breath out, you're letting it go. And then bring your hands back under, curl your toe under, lift up back, plank position, flow through your vinyasa and end up in downward facing dog. Inhale up onto your toes, exhale, float forward in between your hands, lengthen and fold. Bend your knees, brush your fingers, Utkatasana. Exhale, come all the way up, Samastitihi and Tadasana. Close the eyes. Feel your body. Now, where's the energy? Can we bring the prana, the breath, to those places that feel a little bit shaky and just release? Wonderful. Bend the knees, brush the fingers, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen to look up. Right foot back to the back of the mat, right heel down. Bring it up into your warrior one. So again, encourage that right hip to come forward. Lift the inner arch of the right foot. Make sure your right leg is nice and strong. Left knee is over the ankle. Drawing the hips forward. Stay with your breathing. Finding that lengthening, finding that space. Sink down a little bit more if we can. Stay with breath. Look up through the hands if there's no strain in the neck. Look forward if there is. Palms touching if we can. Bring the hands to your heart. Inhale. We're going to straighten up that left leg. So our hips might be shooting off to the right a little bit. If that's the case, step in to even it out. Breathing here. Even in the hips to the side, you're going to bring the hands behind you. So take either opposite elbows, palms to face down or palms to face up, wherever there is shoulder space. Be really gentle here, mindful. Lengthen. Both legs are straight. Exhale, fold forward and down. Breathing as you open. Keep returning to your steady breath. Being aware of how the body is letting go. Press down to come back all the way up. And exhale, release the arms. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts. Draw that left hip back, reaching into the twist. So either your hand onto your shin, inside or outside your left foot. And again, option to use a block if that is what you're used to. Rotate, and then when you're ready, float the left hand up. So try to even out the pelvis. Try not to have it collapse, so have it flat, almost like you could put a cup of tea there. So that means lifting the right hip and dropping the left a little. Twist is in the spine. Breath is even. Bring the left hand to the hip. Bring the gaze to the earth. Now you're going to walk that right hand out in front of you. Again, if you're using your block, go for it. Bend slightly into your left knee to start. And then we're going to lift up. Twisted Ardha Chandrasana. So your right heel is back, opening and lengthening, and then you're going to twist and extend your left hand up. Stay with the breath. Release the hands. Slowly step back. Plank position. Flow it out through your vinyasa or just stay in your down dog. Feeling the hips, the sit bones, noticing the release. Excellent. Inhale. Let's come to plank. Left wrist and shoulder aligned. Stack or step and float the right hand. Breathing. If we can, come into tree. Smile and bring it back. Down dog. Take a big breath. Exhale to plank. Right side. Stacks or steps, lifts, open. Breathing, strengthening, lengthening. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Float your right leg up nice and high. Exhale. Step it forward in between your hands. Left heel down, and again, warrior one. So find your position. Bring the hands together. Wonderful. Hands in front of your heart. Straighten it up. And just change your foot position. Notice your breath. So you bring the hands behind, coming into whatever position is best for you. Opening, twisting, and then exhale, folding over that right leg. So again, you'll always notice that one side is more open or not. Keep drawing the right hip back. Keep trying to work your palms together if you're in prayer. Opening through the shoulders. Steady with your breath. Root down to come up. Exhale, release your hands down by your side, let your shoulders release. Left hand lengthens. And exhale again, hand on shin, inside or outside your right foot. Rotate, draw the right hip back, float the left hand. Stay with your breathing. Don't let the mind wander, just stay here. Feel the energy in your body. Feel your breath. Bring your hand to your hip, gaze down. Bend into that right knee, hand out in front and float the left leg. So even out the hips to start. Find that length, and then when you're ready, rotate. Press out through the left heel. Release your hands. Softly step back. This time,
Step your left foot back forward and fold in half. Bend your knees, brush your fingers, Utkatasana. And exhale all the way up, Samastitihi, Tadasana. Come back to your breath. Feel steady. Feel even. Let your breath bring you back into balance. Wonderful. Hands on hips. Separate your feet hips distance apart. Bending your knees, shift over to the left and float your right leg up. Let your right ankle rest on your left knee and bring your hands in prayer. So again, you can use your butt against the wall if that's there for you, if you need a bit more support. Otherwise, start to bend. Breathe. Stopping at any point. If we can, we're going to bring our hands to the earth and just hook that right foot around the left upper arm, resting the right knee into the right upper arm. Breathing here as you soften. Getting into that hip flexor, playing with the balance. And then root down and very slowly come back up. Release. Excellent. Shake it out. So again, feel the feet. Notice what it's like when all the weight goes on one side. Rooting down, shift your weight to the right. And then from here, float the left leg, left ankle and knee, hands in prayer. Tailbone out. Excuse me, start to soften down. And hands to the earth. Again, hooking. So this moves into an arm balance. So hooking and resting. And really feeling what it's like to get into that left hip socket. Stay with your breathing. And then gently, slowly coming back up. And release. Excellent, feet wide. Take a moment here. And then let's bring it down into our squat, yogic squat. So again, whatever is there for you, just sinking in and lifting. Use your knees to encourage use your elbows to encourage the knees to open. And stay present with your breath. How does this feel? Bring your hands to the earth. Shift your weight over to the right leg and see about straightening your left leg out to the side. So again, you can come up onto your left hip. Your right heel might come off the ground. That's okay. Just playing with releasing it down. Flexing through the left foot. We can stay with our balance here, just opening through that inner groin if we can. Coming up. Playing with that version of Skandasana. Hands to the earth, lift. Bring it back to center and then just change it over, straighten out your right leg. And again, left heel comes down. Breathing as you open. Feel that stretch. And then when you're ready, hands in prayer if it's here. Smile on your face. Breath is steady. Really opening up the hip sockets. Hands to the earth. And then from here, bring it back around and step it back. Flow it out through your vinyasa and let's come to child's pose or just let yourself settle down. Child's pose. As you come into this position, let everything go. Let the movement, let the changes. Notice what it's like to have the mat under your head or under your arms. And then gently coming up, bringing your knees together. Bring your forearms on the ground and interlace your hands. Press down through your elbows, find length. Curl your toes under. So press down through the forearms and come into your forearm down dog. So again, we can keep it nice and distant, but if we have more space, walk it in a little bit. Breathing is released down. Keep pressing into the elbows, taking the weight out of the neck. Inhale, you're going to bring your chin forward, and then exhale, bring it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Knees down, toes touching, child's pose. Coming to the wall, if we use that as a support for our headstand. If we're not doing headstand, bring your legs up the wall. For the rest of us, just staying where you are. So if you know the practice, go ahead and go into your headstand. For the rest of us, grab opposite elbows. Make sure they stay there, bone on bone. Hand comes in front, interlace. Press down through the shoulders, bring the head to the earth. So again, this can be lovely. We can just stay here. Feel the effects of the heart higher than the head. Make sure you're pressing into the elbows so there's no or little pressure on the head. If you want, lift up and bring it to whatever level feels right for you today. And then come to your breath. When you're done, bring your feet down, knees wide. And let's settle back to child's pose again. Or just stay there in your headstand for another breath or two. Breathing, releasing, and then coming up and just turning around. You come lay down on your back. Again, try to have your knees over your hips or over your ankles. Take a moment to feel your breathing. Notice what it's like to have the full support of the earth. And then bring your feet in towards each other, hands down by your side. Inhale, lift up, roll the shoulders open and draw the hands a little closer. Keep pressing up, finding space, steady breath. And exhale, release. Step the feet wide, rest the knees. Come to breath. Walk it in. Once more, inhale, lift, really roll the shoulders in, press the hips high. Can we get more space? Can we lengthen even more? And exhale, release. Knees touching, feet wide. So the best counter pose for our headstand is our shoulder stand. So again, if you're not inverting, just lift your legs. For the rest of us, hands down by your side. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your legs up and over your head. Work the elbows in, hands on your back. And then from there, lengthen. Breathe. Stay with your breath. See about bringing your legs nice and wide. Soles of the feet to touch. Extend up. both feet over your head. And with as much control as you can muster up, slowly come back to lay down on the ground. Again, take a breath. Breathe as you bring your knees into your chest. Any strain in the back, roll to the right, otherwise just rock and roll, massage the spine a little bit. And then bring yourself up to sit. Nice and tall. So again, just sitting here, drawing the belly in and up towards the heart, straightening out the legs. Any tightness in the lower back or hamstrings, you can pop yourself onto a block or just slightly bend your knees. Sitting here, bring your right foot inside your left, an inch or so, and hug that right knee into your chest. So keep that length in the spine. Feel yourself balanced here on both sit bones. Extend your left arm, wrap it around your right knee and bring your right hand behind you. Draw the belly, draw the ribs. We can stay here, or if we have more space, breathe as you bring your hand behind. And then the last thing to shift is your gaze over your right shoulder. So just twisting here, flex out through the left foot, find your breathing, rotate through the belly, the ribs. Come back to center. Wonderful. Sit up again, nice and tall. This time bring your ribs inside your right. Extend your right hand and you're going to reach forward. You might just take a hold of your thighs, your legs. If you can get your foot, keep hugging your right knee in and fold over that right leg or left leg. Keep hugging your right knee in. Notice where your breathing is coming from. Excellent. Coming up and release. Straighten both hands or legs out in front of you. Shake it out. Opposite side, left knee. Again, an inch or so away from your right knee or left foot against your left foot, right knee. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Left hand comes behind, right hand lifts, wraps. Now bring the belly, the ribs, bring everything around, flex out through your right foot, keep looking forward. So we're doing this to help to cleanse the body, to strengthen the muscles, breath, and then finally gaze. Noticing where the twist begins and where it ends. Where's your mind? Bring it back. Come to center. Super. Inhale, lengthen through the left. Exhale, come forward and down. Calf, feet. Keep hugging your left knee in as you draw forward and down. Breathing into space. Noticing the effort where it's placed. And then coming in. Super. Bring the both soles of both feet together. Baddha Konasana, drawing in, lengthening, and then exhale, rotate to surrender down and forward. Remembering the spine is straight, the breath is steady. Keep finding that lift as you release. How is my body now? How is that energy? Where are my thoughts? Can I keep them present? Drawing up, wonderful, knees together. Extend your legs. Sitting nice and tall, inhale. And then exhale, rotate forward and down, taking a hold of your shin, your feet, wherever you get to, and surrender. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release your hands, bend your knees, and very slowly start to release all the way down onto your back. Super, bring the knees in, squeeze everything. Bring your head up to your knees, squeeze everything tight, squeeze your toes, squeeze your face, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale. Release out into your Shavasana. As wide or as narrow as you'd like your feet and your arms. But just feel that utter release. Feel as if your body is floating on a river or a lake. Soft and relaxed. Relax the entire body into gravity, the support. Relax the toes, the soles of the feet, the ankles. Let go of attention from the calf, the shin, the knees. Melt the thighs, the hips. Allow the belly to release, the lungs to fall to the back of the rib cage, the shoulders to melt. Soften the arms and the elbows, the forearms, the wrist. Relax the palms and the fingers, the top of the hands. Allow your neck to melt, your head, the eyes to the back of the sockets, the scalp, the entire body, releasing, surrendering, and letting go. I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I am love. I am peace. I am bliss. Allow your thoughts to move towards the universe as you fly with the stars. Let go of the ways you thought life would unfold, the holding of plans or dreams or expectations. Let it go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days. Whether you receive it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this on faith. The mind may never find the explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let it all go and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. Gently start to deepen your breath. Bring some soft movement into your toes and your fingers. Rock your head lightly from right to left. When you're ready, draw your knees to chest and roll over to the right side. Surrendering the body into this fetal position. Our very first position. Feeling the safety and security. And then when you're ready, gently come once more to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position.
lengthening the spine, making sure that pillar of the spine is strong as the muscles around it relax. Taking a moment to check in with where your thought frames are, the patterns, the flow. And then be aware of how your body is doing after the practice. Any changes, any shifts. Notice, if you can, the energy that's pulsing in your veins, in your bones, in your muscles. And the meridians carrying the prana with that life-giving blood flow, that life-giving energy to our entire body. Take a moment to check in with how you feel right now. And then allow yourself to feel a part, a connection of this group that have come together this morning. Allow yourself to feel that connection with each of us through the energy we've created and through the link with gravity. And then gently draw your hands in prayer in front of your heart, remembering that intention that you placed on your practice. May all beings of happiness and the causes of happiness, may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be parted from freedom's true joy. May all beings dwell in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Bring your hands to the space between your eyebrows and bow forward to seal in the practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.